downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibbs, and he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Our game here in Detroit, a Thanksgiving tradition dating back to 1934. And it is the first of 3 games today, per usual. We'll see the Giants and Cowboys from Dallas after us. And then later tonight, the nightcap, another game with NFC North intrigue. The Pats and Vikings from Minneapolis. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From his goal line here, Goff. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side. Gibbs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Lions at 6 and 4 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight. And when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On 3rd down, it's Gibbs. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. When you know you can create those great mismatches, throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. And a new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit! David Montgomery with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run again with Hines. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd and 2, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Here's Hines. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. This is Hines, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing on first down is Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Hardy. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hines. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Patterson back out there to send this one away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Allen's throw is complete, and they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Finds Hines again for the completion. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. And again, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Bass on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To the air, Allen. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
A.J. Epinesa rushing in there and hitting him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now Allen again. Finding Knox there, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And a good burst there gets him 7th up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From midfield, here's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel...
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 105 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Now Goff on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gregory Rousseau, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll try the left side. It's Gibbs. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Patterson's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. There's the stiff arm. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
Yeah, D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Right back to him on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. To throw, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Goff going to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. It's Gibbs, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On third down, Gibbs, and he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And this returnable for Hines. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On play action, Allen. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions.